Dear children, welcome to the online classes of biology. So, we were studying chapter 8, How do organisms reproduce? And we have seen that different types of reproduction like asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. And we also discussed what are the major difference between these two, isn't it? Sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. And also we have seen in sexual reproduction the chance of variation is more, okay, and that will be resulting in variation, and this variation will be very helpful in evolution. So all these points we have discussed, and we also started the reproduction in human being, okay, reproduction in human being after studying the reproduction of plants. And I have also explained you about the various changes that happens in the body, okay, that makes the person ready for preparing the gametic cells, isn't it? So all that we have studied. So today we are going to study the parts of male reproductive system. The male reproductive system consists of two, okay, or they perform two different functions. One is they help in the production of germ cells. What are the germ cells produced by the males? Sperms, isn't it? And another portion that help in the delivering of, or that help in delivering the sperms into the site of fertilization, isn't it? So we can divide this parts into two on the basis of the functions they have to do. What are they? One part is for the production of sperms or germ cells, and the other part is doing the function to deliver the sperms into the site of fertilization. Understood? So, when you see this formation of germ cells is taking place in organs called testes, okay, and they are located outside the abdominal cavity, okay, they are located outside the abdominal cavity in a scrotum, okay. So what is scrotum? It's a pouch like structure which supports the, or which covers the testis, okay. Why this is located outside? Because I told what is the major function of testis? To form the sperms. So for the formation of sperms it requires a lower temperature than the normal body temperature. Understood? So this is the reason why the testis is present outside the abdominal cavity. So the one function of testes is what? To produce the sperms. So in addition to that, they also help in the production of the male hormones. Okay, the male hormones called testosterones. Understood? So what are the two functions of testes? They are helping in the production of sperms, and they also help in the production of the male hormones called testosterones. And these testosterones are very much essential for the what changes, okay, that are appearing in the boys during the puberty. Understood? So what are testes, where they are located, and what are their functions? All that is clear. So inside the testis only what is produced? Sperms. And why they are located outside the abdominal cavity? Because for the sperms production, okay, less temperature than the body temperature is needed, okay. Then the sperms formed, how they will get delivered? By vas difference, okay, vas difference, which is just like a tube, okay, and it unites with the tube that is coming from the urinary bladder, okay. Then urethra is likewise, it's a common passage for both sperms and urine. Understood? Then there are glands like prostate gland, okay, seminal vesicles, etc., okay, prostate gland, seminal vesicles, etc. What they do? Okay, what are the glands? Prostate glands and seminal vesicle. Okay, so they secrete certain secretions, and in the secretions only the sperms will be seen. Understood? So this, what is the function of this then? They make the transport easier. Okay, this secretions of various glands makes the transport of sperms easier and also gives nourishment. Understood? So this is the function of what? The various glands. Various glands secrete what? Various secretions, and the sperms will be present inside that. So the function of the secretion is they help in what? The transport, okay, movement of sperms, and also it gives nourishment. Clear? Then what are the sperms? They are cells only, isn't it? Tiny cells containing what? The genetic material and a long tail. So this tail part of the sperm help the sperm to move. Okay, or motility is provided by the what uh, the material, that is a long tail. Understood? So about the male reproductive system, you understood what are the parts of it. So this diagram is also important. You have to draw and practice. Okay, so this is what the external what genital organ called penis. Then you can see prostate gland, okay, seminal vesicle, and you can see the vas deferens, okay, that is originating from this testis. This is what? Testis, and testis is placed in scrotum, and from the testis a long tube arises, that is vas deferens, and that arch over the ureter. Ureter, do you remember? They are the parts of what? Excretory system, right? Isn't it? From the kidneys to ureters comes. Okay, so it arch over it, and then what happens? It will be what? Forming a long tube, or the vesicles, seminal vesicles and prostate glands uh, secretions also will be poured into that, and they form a common pathway, okay, or that joins with a tube that is coming from the what? Urinary bladder, okay, and it forms a common pathway. Through that urine and sperms will be released. So these are the parts of male reproductive system. So what are the parts of male reproductive system? That parts can be divided into two based on the functions. What are they? One that is needed for the production of sperms, and the other which is needed for the transfer of the sperms into the site of fertilization. Okay, so when you see the major part of male reproductive system is what? A pair of testes. They are placed outside the body so that it can give a less temperature to the sperm formation. And the testes are placed outside, I told, to give a low temperature so that sperms can be produced. And it is placed inside a scrotum. Okay, so scrotum helps to adjust the position of testis by shrinking or by dilating. Okay, so when it is near to the body, the temp means when it is cold outside, or the temperature of the atmosphere is cold, okay, or less, that time what happen? The scrotum can shrink and bring the testis towards the body, okay, so that it can maintain the temperature. And if the temperature is less, then it can dilate and it can take the testis little bit away, okay, or at a distance it can keep. So in this way scrotum helps to what? Adjust the temperature. Okay, then I told. The next part is what? The epididymis. Actually, from the testis, the sperms are taken by the vas deferens. Vas deferens. Okay, so vas deferens take the sperms from the testis, and it will be connected to the, it will be connected or it will arch over the ureters. Okay, and you can see it will be overlapping the ureters and it will join to the a tube that is coming from the what, the urinary bladder. Okay, now that's what I told, there will be only a common pathway for urine and for the sperms. Okay, then I told you, in addition to the production of sperms, the testis is doing one more function. What is it? It produces the testosterone, isn't it? And I told many changes that happens in a boy during the adolescence is due to what? Is due to the production of testosterone from the testis. Okay, then I told you, as it comes down, it also receives the secretions from what, the various glands like prostate gland. Okay, then what, from the seminal vesicles, etc. And now the sperms will be in a fluid, and that fluid is known as what? Semen. Okay, semen. And what is the function of this secretions? It makes the transport of sperms easy, and also they give nourishment. Understood? So about male reproductive system, it's very clear now for everyone. And the structure of sperm, if you take, it's a long cell consisting of what? The haploid nucleus, isn't it? Genetic material is present inside the what? The sperm. Okay, and it will have a long tail which help the sperms to move. Okay, the movement is possible through this. Okay, so I hope this much is very clear to everyone. So you can read the chapters and draw the diagrams properly. Okay, draw the diagrams and practice. Even though it is MCQ, some questions can come based on the diagram, so be prepared for that. Thank you.